find the equation of the line parallel to y equals 3x plus 5 and also passing through the point 5, 17. So to start with, if we just sketched that out, 3x plus 5, if we say 5 is roughly there, then our graph is going to have a gradient of 3. It's going to be fairly steep. It will look roughly like that. Now, we're asked to find the equation of a parallel line. One looking something like that, or it could be something like that. It could be higher up, or it could be lower down in the current line. Now, we could try and just, think our way through this in some sort of way. We could try different numbers until it works. There is a much neater and much easier way to do this, using a bit of basic algebra and some knowledge about the equation of straight line graphs. So there are lots and lots and lots of different lines which could be parallel to our red line. In fact, there's an infinite number of them. The fact that we need one that goes to the point 517 limits this to just one possibility. Let's get rid of all these. Okay, so now we've got some space to work with some algebra. To start with, it's going to be a straight line, so we know it's going to have this form. Y equals mx plus c. It's definitely got to look like that. The next thing we know is because it's parallel to this equation here, or parallel to the line of this equation, its gradient is going to be 3. If two lines are parallel, they have the same gradient. So straight away, we know that m is 3. And we can write that in now. Y equals 3x plus c. The only thing we still don't know is the value of c. This is the only thing we have to find out. The fact that our graph has to pass through coordinates 517, or we can use this to work out the value of c. This 5 here is just a possible value for x, and the 17 is a possible value for y. So we can take those and we can actually substitute them into our equation. So instead of y, I'm going to write 17, and then instead of x, I'm going to write 5. (17) equals 3 times by 5. There's only one thing in this equation I don't know, and it's c. If there's only one thing you don't know in your equation, then it's possible to solve the equation and figure out what that number is, what that mystery number is. So first of all, I'm just going to evaluate 3 times 5, that's 15. And then next step, I'm going to subtract 15 from both sides. That's going to cancel out the 15 on the right hand side and reduce that to nothing. And on the left hand side, I'm going to have 2. So c equals 2. I can now take that and substitute it back into the equation we had up here, and that will leave me with y equals 3x plus 2.